Amelia Benjamin, and I am a clinical cardiologist here at Boston Medical Center. Taking care of patients here at Boston Medical Center is such a profound gift and honor. The patients every day remind me of what a blessing it is that there is a Boston Medical Center that really believes in exceptional care without exception. The other part of my life is divided between doing research at the Framingham Heart Study, and then the other part is that I'm an assistant provost for faculty development. I grew up on a sheep farm outside Eugene, Oregon. My father was a disaffected Southern Jew, and my mother was a disaffected Canadian Catholic. And my dad gave my mother a choice of a houseboat or a farm, and she chose the farm, and we ended up in Eugene. They started in California and drove up until they found a place. I went to school in a working class Christian community. I actually had to get driven to take a bus to go to school, and I felt very different. And I think that was characteristic of pretty much all of my early life into young adulthood, is that I always felt like I didn't belong. And that was what was so extraordinary about coming to Boston City Hospital, because suddenly it didn't matter. Like, it's the first place I've ever walked into where I felt like, this is my tribe, I belong here. And it's because people didn't care what your religion was, what your gender was, any of that. What they cared about is, are you committed to the mission, and are you working for the purpose of delivering exceptional care without exception? And that was very gratifying. We have one of the more robust faculty development programs in the country, and we do hundreds of career consultations every year, but we also have longitudinal programs. The first program we launched was an early career program that helps early career faculty really understand the rules of the game. I always joke that I'm uniquely suited to be an assistant provost for faculty development because I've made every mistake there is to be made in having a career. And the reason why is I feel like there was a rule book that was handed out on the first day, and I somehow missed that session. And so a lot of my life's work is to make sure that women, underrepresented minorities, and shy white men know the rules of the game so that they can be successful. The second program that we developed was the Mid-Career Faculty Leadership Program. Mid-career is a very challenging time in most fields, not just medicine, because one's in the sandwich at home, the sandwich at work, aging parents, aging children, and that complexity, and you come to work and you're no longer eligible for all the early career programs. Some of your mentoring has fallen away, and you have the people ahead of you, and the mid-career faculty member tends to be the most busy in any institution, whether it's medicine or it's industry. And so that's a lovely program. And then the other programs we have is an underrepresented minority program, because we want underrepresented minorities to feel connected and supported, because there are challenges and complexities to being an underrepresented minority, even in an institution that is deeply committed to it, such as Boston Medical Center and Boston University School of Medicine. And then finally, this year, we've launched a women's leadership program, and that's very gratifying also. It used to be, back in the old days, that we did diversity because it was the law. And then we went through a phase where we did diversity because it felt nice. And now what we understand is diversity is an economic and a competitive advantage, because teams that are diverse think more creatively and are more impactful. If you want to be competitive in this world, you've got to have a diverse workforce. And that's certainly with our patient population, which is majority minority. We want to recruit, retain, advance, promote, and have vital, diverse faculty members. I've been thinking a lot about diversity since the election, and like many women of my generation, I honestly have been feeling fairly traumatized by some of the gender inequities and overt gender discrimination that has been expressed and encouraged on the part of various leaders in the Senate and in the White House staff. I would say never let a good crisis go to waste. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And the thing that I feel grateful for about being at Boston Medical Center, Boston University School of Medicine, and the medical campus is Boston University is part of the solution. And I would urge you to join us and be part of that solution. Thank you.